Stands now, she would go from 62nd into the top 60. Lynn Braun. Her second at 5. Inspired by Tom's criticism of her putting earlier in the week. Just stiffs it. That would take her into a tie for the lead with Grace Kim. And then at the 6th, this to take the lead outright. Would have something to say. It always does. To tie, maybe. Well, the player on that 60 bubble, Cassie Porter, the rookie from Australia. This is for birdie at the 15th. That's a big one for Cassie.
It's kind of a wicked, sneaky, tough flag. And not really a surprise to see her be very delicate with that. But awkward lie, though. Ball was above her feet. I agree with that. You have to make sure you give it enough, and this is great. I mean, she's still going to have a testy putt. Exactly how hard to hit this on a very similar line.
That was really well judged for speed. We've seen
It's an ace hole location over on the right today at this par 3.
some of these hole locations today, including this one on 12, are a bit of feast or famine. They're got really close to the edge, but we've seen some fabulous shots just like that as well.
There shouldn't be too much in this in terms of break.
Saw it with Nelly, saw it with Gabby. Just can't be aggressive.
It's nearly impossible to have an uphill putt.
You can't be right at this hole location because it will run off the green.
Flirting. Oh, yeah. We can see that with this angle, Karen. Exactly what you're saying.
Oh, she's leaning like this is a little right. Gonna hold on. It's gonna be perfect.
How about those two? First putt for birdie, Grace Kim.
And this is pretty slippery downhill. Should move right. I mean, easy. I mean, that's just such a tough read.
Kupcho, who had a chance to get her picture taken with Caitlin Clark.
Movement to it than Jennifer's did, but still uphill. Oh, well read.
She says she hit it about as well yesterday as Thursday, but just more putts dropped. Just a moment ago at the par 3 15th, Korea's Ina Yoon. You see, she's got a lot to play for. 63rd coming in. Hit a good pitch shot. She'll have a short par putt. Here's Gabby Lopez for birdie.
It's a tough one to read. There's a few different ridges here affecting this putt.
Unless she's willing to let this ball go over the back of the green and have a pitch back.
Really nice rhythm to that golf swing.
And that looked like that sat pretty soft. I can't see the bottom of the flag.
Yeah. So good.
That was a really good ball strike there. Yeah. Grace's ball is just a little bit above her feet.
Just crest over the hill. That's going to be lovely.
I'm not sure
for the best we've seen all week. Wow, Karen.
I was going to say, I'm not sure you could have landed that more perfectly.
Now Lynn.
From an upslope, 153 is the yardage. She can generate some height on this.
That's really good. But
how about these 3 shots, Grant? My goodness.
Getting even better. Right, here's Esther Henselite. This for birdie at the 12th.
Like a ton of break on this. Keep the speed up.
Well, this is promising. This is in for Esther Henselite. A lot of people liked her chances going into the weekend. Cupcho to 11 under.
It actually looked like it hopped a little bit off of her putter face.
But you still have to keep the pace up here.
Yeah, she had a beautiful stroke in the last one. Good, confident pace. That was odd. Jennifer's almost went a little bit to the right. Lynn's putter came up and out of it.
Now Grace Kim for birdie.
Well, her ball is perfectly in the middle of the other two. And she should have had a good read, but...
Ooh.
I know, it doesn't take advantage.
I think she was fooled there, Karen, because I was fooled by Lynn's putt as well, and that kind of got in her head a touch. Bit of a false front there. It's going to hang on, though.
This is Hye-Jin Choi in a bit of a struggle today in what's been another terrific season for her at the 16th. Yeah, Hye-Jin Choi, the long one at the 16th. While we have a moment, down we go to Tom Abbott. Get a spot next week. Gabby Lopez for par. Okay.
And on a downslope. Only 119 is her yardage. This one out to the right, though. Got to draw a bit.
Natalia Guseva, you see 64th in the race to the CME Globe. That will help. 4 under on a round today.
Left it below the hole. Well judged from that downhill lie.
Oh, she's been a bit unlucky with some of these putts.
How about those last two holes, those last two putts, Karen? It's almost...
Earlier this summer. Gabby Lopez, tough 12th, Tom.
Yeah, missed it along, had to take a drop away from the hospitality and didn't get to the green with that first chip shot, and then it was a quick putt for...
The final big field event, as we said, and Yuna Nishimura of Japan in her 3rd season. Kept her card the first 2 years, but has to have a great finish today and Sunday, and this is what she has needed. Take a look at how she's done on the par 3s on the front 9, but now she's 3 back. Major champion, Evian from this summer on the tee.
And she's taking no chances using a 7-iron here, making sure that she has enough club.
That was so well controlled. You could tell that was almost flat-footed by Grace. Really tried to take something off of that. Just a little heavy-handed there coming out of the fringe. Gave it a little bit extra.
This golf course is really about the green complexes and what happens when you get closer to the flag. This is 160 yards, the flag today towards the back of the green, and that one's going to be safely below the hole, probably a little bit too safe for her liking.
This hole has been there for the taking today. That back left pin inviting for someone who hits a draw.
See if the comeback continues for Hate on You at 13.
Yeah, different angle from Gabby Lopez. This one looks really tasty, though.
I think this one is also quite delicate, and just got to trickle it down there. Oh, tremendous.
Well, it could have been a 3-shot lead had Grant made hers and Cupcho missed. Instead, it stays 1 and she stays.
He's past few, and there's another one there. I mean, it's just fractions, isn't it? You can, I mean, millimeters off, and they don't fall in the hole.
Just caught the edge the last 2 holes. That one putter didn't quite stay low to the ground through the stroke as much as she needed to.
Yeah, just gave it a little too much pace up the hill with that first putt, and once you leave yourself those downhillers, it can get tricky out here.
I think as well, if you're in her position, you can tell yourself there's still a long way to go.
You can tell her body language has changed a little bit.
It's from 145. I suspect this is a 9-iron. Didn't get a signal. Flew as if it was.
A little bit better leave there, slightly below the hole in the back there.
Kupcho 13.
And that was a wedge. Oh, what a shot.
Guseva, first player from Russia on the LPGA Tour, this to get to 10 under.
This is quite tricky, actually. She's beyond the hole, so it's downhill. Oh, but no problem.
She's really steady. Think about that putt she made on the last as well on 12.
Yeah, she was bunkered with her second shot out to here, so this will be a sandy birdie. Nelly Corder has just made a double pine straw birdie. She was in the pine straw twice and still made 4.
And here is Natalia Guseva at the 18th.
Move this tee up on 18 today. That back right hole location.
Making a tough hole look easy in the Goose. And this hour of Top Tracer technology presented by Progressive Insurance.
We talked a little bit earlier about how some of these par 3s aim you in the wrong direction. This hole, the tee box aims you quite a bit to the right. We've seen a lot of players miss it in that direction. Gets a little bit of a ground curve there. Gabby does.
Others looking for second this year, including Grace Kim, third at 14.
Yeah, she found herself on a little upslope there, so able to control that and leave it below the hole.
Third at the par 5 14th for Kupcho.
So many different ways you could play that shot, and she went for more of a low runner, but always from that distance, just difficult to judge. In the front, in this front bunker. Should land on a downslope.
Really landed in the hole, not waiting for Kupcho to even mark her ball. Just a tap in here for Natalia Guseva. She is so talented. Arsenal with...
Well, she's had a couple of painful lip outs today. Not this time.
She really needed that one, Karen. I know she made that one on the previous hole, but needed to see one of that length go in for her confidence.
I think from this part of the green, there's just a hint of movement to the right.
Well, this is brilliant. 63 yesterday. She's now 5 under today.
Dead aim here with this one, only a wedge in her hands.
You have to expect this one to move to the left. Same rhythm in her putting stroke as she has in her full swing.
Oh, that looked tentative, Karen. That was the first tentative putt that we've seen her make in a little while. Didn't look comfortable with that read.
I would say maybe just split the right edge.
All right, so Grace with the 2 straight birdies, and then that one curls in.
So 2 big putts, 3 big putts really in a row, but especially those shorter ones. Really good view there of her tendency to just hit her putt slightly towards the toe. Really important to pick your spot where you're going to land it. I'd expect kind of towards the end of that dark line in the green.
How much will it run out? That's a good one, isn't it? Take that. That's how she beat Gino Titigun in Cincinnati. And here's Gabby Lopez for her par. Hard-working par.
It's got 145 as the yardage.
Well, Judge, there isn't all that much wind to speak of, though, is there, Karen? Just enough.
And how much of the water you want to take on?
Fabulous shot out of this bunker yesterday. Nearly a kick in
She's taking it
birdie.
all on. That was from 127. There's a slope on this green that will push the ball to the left, and she's got to try and catch some of that. And this one's got some right movement in it.
Never played that high enough.
It's about a foot closer to you than it actually is. Oh, that's well done.
We talked about it, Karen. She really needed to reset there, standing in that 13th fairway after the bobble.
Long birdie putt for Nelly Korda at 17. Won't take a long stroke.
Yeah, and
though.
downhill, down grain. This goes in, it'll be a real Brucey bonus. Looks good.
Nelly, look out now.
Has been put in from the Doyles and Dan Towers, ANNIKA, all of the folks that are involved here. Nicely done, Gabby, up the green. That makes it so much easier when you're putting up the green here at 17. Great contrast there from what we saw from Hate on You and Gabby's putts.
So she has 105, and the lie's pretty good. I don't think it's going to phase her too much. Back into this wind.
Oh, wow.
How did that not go in?
I don't know.
One of your group's golf balls sitting right in front of the flag, blocking your access to it.
Uh-oh.
She just gets into it and just hits the putt.
Just easy, so easy to be tentative, Karen, when you're above this hole. Missed it low. Just not a good stroke there, Karen. Didn't look really settled over that one.
No, the left to right putts, I think, a little bit more difficult for Lynn. Just the way she naturally addresses the putts and always seems to be a little bit open and
Almost had a 2. She'll settle for a 3. And Jennifer Kupcho.
That can be a recipe for disaster. I'd expect this to miss on the left side here. Maybe a little overcompensation, not allowing the club to open through the ball.
Looked like a pretty good strike. Don't want to go too far up this green. That's over on the left side. And of course, if you can find that, the right.
Apparently. So,
yeah,
you could do it. Honorary member.
Okay,
Par putt here for
nicely done.
Gabby. So she walks away with a 4. Nelly with a 5.
goes as a 5 iron out. Admitted yesterday that this is quite a scary approach. It's just one of those ones, Morgan, you just have to stand up to and just hit a shot.
Yeah, that's going to be tricky there. Leaves it in that.
It allows you to really attack it almost. And from this yardage, I think she can be quite aggressive.
Ideally, you're looking 10 feet left of the flag here. Just like that, it leaves you with nearly an impossible shot. If anybody can pull it off, though, it's Lynn.
This one's drawing, though, away from the hole.
Still another excellent iron shot. Only missed one green all day today.
Grace had to negotiate.
Similar putt to what we just saw Nelly 3 putt.
More cautious.
Great touch.
So 63 yesterday. And this tap in for a bogey-free 65.
That's going to sting, though.
Tap in for par for Kupcho. So they'll be joined by